Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to show you everything that has been added in the new 20W10A snapshot of Minecraft 1.16. So let's just get started with all of the changed things. So first of all, they've added, well, 4 new blocks. So you can now make, well, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but Hyphae, I'm gonna say, like this with the warped stems. As you can see, you can create this with a conversion rate of 4 to 3, and the same with the crimson Hyphae you can also make. And so these are 2 new blocks, and they're just the stem blocks but on all sides, and you can also strip these. So that's in total 4 new blocks. So over 90 different ambient sounds have been added to the nether, so you'll probably hear a lot of these sounds while you walk through the nether now, and well, 90 is really a lot of them. I'm gonna be quiet, maybe we hear some of them. They're all very creepy, just like the normal overworld sounds in the caves. I'm just gonna go into creative, fly around a bit, see if we can hear some more. Well, we heard some there and we'll probably hear some more during the rest of the video. So the texture of this crimson root over here has been changed from the previous version. Not really that different, but just a little bit different, and it's just in the inventory, not on the ground. So this is still the same texture over here. And fire now has a breaking animation, so as you can see, this is a fire over here, and if I break it, you see all the particles dropping from it. So that's a new thing that has been added. This also works for soul fires. Let's see if we can find some. Okay, here we go. Here's some soul fire. So let's just break this as well. And as you can see, this now also has a cool breaking texture. The warp nether sprouts over here have been increased in size a little bit. Before they were even tinier than this, but they have been increased a little bit. You can now also place ladders on observers, redstone blocks and target blocks. And you can also place tripwires on them now. As you can see over here, let's just place some on there, there we go. So we can now place tripwires and ladders on the target block, the redstone block and the observer. Then on to the block that has gained a functionality, which is the smithing table over here. It didn't have any functionality before, but now it has an interface. As you can see, it's upgrade, and you can add 2 items to get a new item. What could it be? This is now used to create the netherite armor and tools. So if you get some diamond stuff, so for example a chest plate, a sword and some netherite ingots, open the smithing table and add one of the diamond items, add netherite, and as you can see, you create the netherite armor in here. And also the tools. And also with the smithing table, if you have an enchanted diamond item, then if you put it in there with a netherite ingot, you can keep your enchantments on your item when you upgrade it to a netherite item. As you can see, it still has the same enchantments, which is very awesome actually, so you don't need to re-enchant your items. Target blocks can now catch fire, and they can also be used with the bottle of enchanting and ender pearls. So let's grab a piston. There we go, bottle of enchanting. And it activates the piston and the pearl, and it activates the piston. Awesome! This texture of the warped fungus has also been changed a little bit, not too much though. And the textures of all the netherite armor and tools have been changed somewhat. So all of these have been brightened up a little bit. They're not too different than before, but they're a little bit more, well, shiny. You can now enchant hose. So previously in previous versions you weren't able to enchant hose, but now you can add all kinds of enchantments to hose. And they actually break blocks faster depending on which tier it has. So the wooden hoe will break it the slowest, and the netherite hoe will break the items the fastest. And the only 3 blocks it currently works on are the 2 ward blocks and the hay bales. So let's check it out. First with the wooden hoe, this is a speed, then with the iron, faster, and netherite even faster. Fish that spawn naturally in your world will now despawn when you're more than 64 blocks away, but they won't despawn if they're placed by you, like by a bucket, or if they're name tagged, of course. You can now hide item frames in Minecraft, so as you can see, there's a netherite sword just hanging there on this block, and it was previously a item frame, but I removed the item frame. So how you can do this is if you place an item frame, place an item in there, doesn't really matter what, and then you need to type in this command. Sadly it isn't possible in survival, so it's the data merge entity command. Once you type this in, there should appear a text box over here, this one, the long string. Click that one and then add after it invisible colon 1b, like that, and press enter, and the item frame disappears and you just have the item you want to display, which is kind of nice. Another tag that has been added is the fixed tag. So if we just select this one over here, and now instead of invisible do fixed, like so, enter, put an item in there. As you can see, you can't put items in there, you can't take items out, you can't break it, even in creative, which is, well, awesome, so you don't accidentally break all of your item frames. This I still can break because I didn't fix that one, but I can put stuff back in there, as you can see. So that's how the fixed data tag works, and that's how the invisible data tag works for item frames. The bartering system of the piglins has once again been updated a little bit, so you can now also get soul sand and iron nuggets, but you can't get shroomlights, warped nilium and warped fungi anymore. And the netherite hoe we got last video is now a lot more rare, so that's the changes to the bartering system for now. They'll probably update it once again in the future snapshots. And I believe that's about all the changes that have been added in the snapshot 20W10A. If you want to see me cover the next snapshot, please leave a like, and I'll see you in that video. So until then, bye bye!